we got ourselves somebody we're happy for. Dr. Cimmerian. The last one we read from them was 2290, which was the story of the child who's being like, the family that repeat a time loop, and everybody forgets about them, and they don't remember the time loop actually happening. They got hints that that's going on, but they forget that they're actually in a time loop. And we find out that the father is actually abusive. It's a very good story. Very good story. So Dr. Cimmerian, you wrote sensory deprivation. Ooh. Honestly, I could go for some sensory deprivation, like spa day, you know? I could go for that right now. Object class safe. Special containment procedures. -1. Instances are to be contained in secure individual cells. Unless approved by the SB2313 project director for testing purposes, direct physical contact with -1 instances is prohibited. Transport involving -1 instance requires prior approval from the SB2313 project director. -1 instances must wear a hazardous material suit of level B or better during transport. Okay. Description: SB2313 is a sensory disorder that prevents stimuli from the visual auditory systems from being properly processed by the brain. Sufferers of SCP-2313, referred to as -1, display the symptoms of blindness and deafness. Oh, damn. Excluding auditory and visual stimuli. The sensory disorder prevents stimuli from the visual. Auditory and visual stimuli. -1 instances appear to process all sensory perception normally. So wait, hold on. Just sight and hearing it just gets like suddenly vanish. Attempts to circumvent these disorders via any means, including the use of SCP-2077, has so far been met with failure. SCP-2313 differs from normal sensory processing disorder in that it may be spread to other individuals through an anomalous process. Oh shit. Any individual that comes into direct physical contact with an instance of -1 will become an additional instance of -1. Just contact? Okay, damn. Just like simple, and suddenly you don't hear shit or see shit anymore. Additional notes. Ooh, we got audio. We got audio, guys. Which I wonder if I think it's just going to be these parts. So subsequent to a significant, I'm going to stop the music. Subsequent to a significant reduction of -1 instances as a result of incident 14, the following messages were found in Director Carter's voice mailbox. The entities speaking in these messages have been designated -3. The following audio logs are unedited and were both received within a second of the other. Wait, hold on. Instances as a result of incident 14. The following messages were found in them. The entities speaking in these messages have been designated -3. Okay. So who's -2? Maybe that's somewhere down there. Okay.
Hello there. It's from the Human Resources Department of company. Our records indicate you terminated several of our employees after a recent incident. So, first of all, I'd like to apologize for the problems our employees caused, but those were company resources, so the foundation's gonna have to compensate us for them. We have a couple of simple payment plans available. You just call me back, and I'll walk you through it. It's a toll-free number, 62800-5540-505. Hey, it's again, Human Resources from company. I'm looking over your file, and you've been delinquent for several months, so if you don't get back to me before the end of the week, I'm gonna have to refer you to our collections department. Just give me a call, 62800-5540-505. Ask for... Thanks.
Following receipt of these messages, contact with -3 using the information provided was attempted. While several hours of audio have been recorded, no contact has been made with any entities at the number provided in the messages. The following is a log of attempt 2.
Thank you for only for all issues this all might be mandatory. think you are only or only assures this all might be monitored.
Okay, so it is saying what we're reading there. It's just saying it really weird. In case you guys didn't notice. In addition to the symptoms associated with SCP-2313, instances are received twice monthly payments addressed to the primary residence from an unknown source. If an instance primary residence changes, future envelopes will be addressed to the new residence. Each future envelopes will be addressed to the new residents. Each envelope contains $67 and a note reading sensory confiscation / reassignment compensation, along with a 7-digit number unique to each -1 instance. Within 6 weeks of the death of any -1 instance, members of an instance immediate family will receive a payment from a similar source. The amount of these payments has varied, with the highest values seen to be $3,467 and the lowest value seen to be $45. All attempts to trace the source of these payments have failed, though the sequential nature of the number associated with the payment indicate at least 12 -1 instances are unaccounted for. And here we have an incident report 125 show report. Following the routine reduction of an accumulated -1 instance, the Foundation intercepted a delivery to an -1 instance widow, herself suffering from deafness since her early childhood. The delivery contained a payment of $286 and a box containing the following letter. Hearing is important to the well-being of all sentients, and you have been without it for too long. With reassignment technology, the only question is, what do you think of your hearing is worth? Drop this package off at your nearest postal office along with a video recording of your youngest offspring laughing. That is it. You will hear the difference. Attempts by Foundation personnel to follow this instruction contained inside the package have not resulted in an anomalous incident. Authorization has been requested to allow the intended civilian recipient to attempt completion of the instructions and is pending approval. Hello! Hello, it's me, 0513. Well, what are you doing here? Shouldn't you be talking to the rest of the 05s? Yeah, should you be doing that? Having important business meetings and talking what experiment you can and cannot approve? Or you're on your lunch break right now and you're just checking in on me. I'm flattered if that's the case. I'm flattered if that's the case. If that's all it is, then mi casa es tu casa. I've come to for results on your research on SCP-096. I haven't. First of all, you know my black ass ain't researching that ever. If I was in the SCP universe and people ask me like, oh hey, which SCP do you want to do research on? That is the last. That is down below in the list of SCPs I want to have any research. Dr. Fluff, I assigned you to it a month ago. I don't recall that whatsoever. I think you guys gave him amnestics because I do not recall. Or whoever you gave that assignment to wasn't me. Maybe it was an anomaly that pretended to be me, which by the way came out like this week on my YouTube channel. It was like the one that like perfectly clones you, like knows everything exactly like that you know, and will do everything exactly the way you would do it. So could have been that. Could have been that. Okay, now I'm reassigning you from to. Ain't gonna happen, Chief. I have a duty to fulfill, and the duty is to read every single one of these. Is to research every single other ones. If I'm terminated after this, so be it. Or do you want to end up as this is true story? Hey, I think the ethics committee would not allow you that anyway, so I think I'm good. I think I'm safe. What do I want to say? Oh yeah. Not only who says I can't demote you to Class D, because you need to get the approval of the other 12 to do so, because I'm one of your hardest workers. I mean, I have researched 3,313 of these fuckers. Not only do you lose 2 senses, they also have the gall. How do you spell gall, by the way? The gall? Because the other gall is like the galls as in like the French. Is it with like 2 L's? If you say that someone has a gall to do so, yeah, here we go. Yeah. There we go. That's the one. The others gave me permission to reassign you. Well, good luck with that. Not only do you lose 2 senses, they also have the gall to ask what you would pay to have it back. With ridiculous suggestion. No wait, what's it? What's the word? Demands. On top of that. Here we go. Whew. Gives you SCP. Forgot that fucking candy pill that makes you blood like candy. Is that one I already read? Or is that one that's coming in the future? It might be one of the... Because I do not recall... if it might be one before I start streaming these or recording these, so if that's the case, then sadly that reference flies over my head, I'm sorry.